It's May 7th, and last night I finished drawing my She-Ra and character charms. So this is the front of the She-Ra one, so it's Adora, and the back would be She-Ra. So I was trying to make like the bigger parts where like She-Ra is like her cape like a lighter color, but I think I might even have to go lighter because it still looks like Adora's wearing the cape. That's like one of the drawbacks of trying to do a charm that has like two different designs, like completely different, like on each side, instead of like a recolor different facial expression. So then here's the catcher one, so the front and then the back. And then I'm torn because I kind of want to reprint Owly with freckles, but like to me she looks weird with freckles because usually when I see fan art of her she doesn't have freckles. She's supposed to have freckles. But I might just get it printed anyway, because usually when I do put freckles on a character, when it gets printed really small, you can barely see them anyway. For example, on this charm, the Mecha Mechanic, like Brigitte has freckles, but they're not like super noticeable. I guess on here it just like looks really noticeable. I used to try to make them even lighter than that so they'd be more subtle, but then on the charm itself you can't see them at all. It's May 14th, and I finished doing the art for the Legend of Korra designs for my charms. I already have the Korra one, like it's for sale, like I've already been selling this one, but I haven't, I did single charms of like just the front side of Asami, Bolin, and Mako, but I never did like a double-sided charm because they didn't sell very well, but I'm trying to like expand my charms, like I want tons and tons of designs, so I was like, whatever, we're doing it. So we have like the season 1 design and then like the season 4 for like each of them. I know this one's technically wrong because Asami's wearing the glove on the wrong side, but there's not much I can do about it. Yeah, 2 days ago I got the reprints for all my charm backing cards, and then I put rings on 3 of each of my new charms, like the reprints, so I can take pictures from my online store. So I have like front and back view, and then inside the packaging, because I changed all the dangly things, like there are keychain rings now instead of like little charm loopies. I personally like the charm loopies better, but then I always had to include one of these little phone plugs because people don't have charm strapped on their phones anymore, and then people at conventions would always tell me like, well, I don't have anywhere to attach that to, so then they wouldn't buy it. And then I did a poll on my Twitter at what people like better, like these little keychain rings or the charm straps, and the rings had significantly more votes, so I'm like, alright, I'm changing them all to rings. I think the biggest drawback to the new attachment is that the packaging is like significantly thicker than it was before. It's like, here's a comparison. See, like the front ring like makes it stick out so much more. Like this part. And plus this was just a string, so it was like super thin, but now this ring is like thicker. So I can't fit as many in my like storage bin, but I mean, that's not the biggest deal in the world, just something I noticed. So yeah, I have to take pictures for 12 charms. It's gonna take a while. My only actual new one, like new design that's 100% new, is this Parvati one, which I don't know if anyone's gonna buy this one, but I freaking love her character from the Outer Worlds. I don't care, I wanted one, so I made them. I got my order from Cat Print, and I got more of these button packs with the stars on it because I actually ran out, because I use these for my She-Ra and Steven Universe buttons, and those are like my best selling buttons, so I had to get some of those. I actually ran out, so then these are the charm backings I ordered, and this is a new one. It's like the same design as like with the stars on it, so I'm gonna use it for like my She-Ra charms. And I did this Fire Emblem 3 Houses one. It's kind of like a made-up banner because I'm doing the 3 house leaders and female and male Byleth. So I didn't want it to be like specific to like a house, like one of the 3 class houses or whatever. And then these 3 are basically the same. And this one used to have the Firefly logo on it because it was meant for The Last of Us, but I'm going to use it just as like a default like grunge one because I'm thinking about getting some Resident Evil charms made too, so then I can use it for that. I kind of want to go more like generic on some of them so I can use them for multiple charms, so I don't have like a ton, but some of the charms that I have like a lot of or like are really popular, then like the Legend of Korra and the Life is Strange, then I want them to have their own backings because they're cuter that way. So this is where I keep all of my backing. So I still had some of my designs, like Steven Universe and the Assassin's Creed one, the Sailor Moon one, and the Adventure Time one. I was like running low on these, so I ordered new ones. I also changed them like slightly. Like, let's see. You probably can't tell on here, but this one I added like a really light halftone pattern, and this one was just like colored, like here. I don't know. I did it to like all of the new ones, put that little halftone pattern so it would match more like when people buy stickers. When people buy stickers from me, I put them in like this, and it has that same halftone pattern, so I kind of want it to like all subtly match. I also noticed I submitted the same like size of files, but these ones, like this is the new one, it looks more zoomed out than this. Like the photograph is like smaller. And these bars are bigger because it's like more zoomed out. I don't know why that happened, but maybe these ones were wrong in the first place. Who knows? I'd rather it be zoomed out like this than like even closer, like zoomed in like this one, like blown up. That would be bad. And these four are just like retired designs because I'm not doing any more Attack on Titan or Kill la Kill charms at the moment. Or this one was from Tomb Raider. And then I got these printed for Splatoon charms, but then I never actually made Splatoon charms, so I don't know. I just keep them just in case I ever go back and make designs for these. Otherwise, I would recycle them. So I'll probably recycle these because I probably won't make any more Attack on Titan. Today is May 21st, and a few days ago I ordered new versions of my She-Ra charms for the Season 5 designs, and I edited their poses a little bit. Like now she's holding her sword more like upright. And I changed Catra's fist because it looked kind of weird. So it's like the Season 5 outfits, and then I did a Catradora charm since that's canon now. So hopefully those will be here in a few weeks. I like these way better than like the last version I did because I kind of rushed them to have them done before the season released, and then that didn't even turn out because the company was closed all through April. I'm also trying to decide on a size of like a mini print to sell on my Etsy because right now I only sell Overwatch prints, and I don't really like hand cutting them all out. It takes a lot of time, and then if I cut them wrong then I have to like start over and reprint it. So this is like the 5.5 by 8.5, and this is like 4 by 6. This is the size that I sell currently with the Overwatch ones. I was thinking maybe I could do smaller just so it'd be easier to package, but I'm not sure because I want to just have them printed already and then have more variety. So I'm still not sure what size to go with. I'm like leaning towards this size because I like this size. I feel like this is so tiny, I don't know what you would like do with it. What do I know? I only buy big prints. Also, I have been really unhappy with the print quality of my printer for my buttons. Like on camera this doesn't look that bad, but like in person it like looks really grainy and there's like little white specks all over it, and it's been like that for like a year or two, and I've tried like every setting on my printer. I've made vlogs about it before about how much I hated the quality. I have like 3 different printers in my house and I've tried them all and they all do this, and then I realized maybe it's the paper, even though I've tried like 5 different kinds, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy more. And look, I found this paper on Amazon and like it's so crisp and clear like compared to this one. I mean, you might not be able to tell on camera, but like holy cow. Like the colors on like are so much more vibrant. Like this is like 10 times better. Because especially on this, like the blues and browns would be really bad. Oh my god, this looks so freaking good. And now I just like feel really guilty about everyone who's bought buttons from me in the last year with this. Because they're gonna look like this, and it's gonna be amazing. So I punched these into buttons just to see like the difference and like how they looked once they were made into buttons, and oh my god. I like honestly, I feel so bad about like selling this one now, seeing how like nice this one looks like compared to it. Why is their face so dark? I never noticed how bad they looked until like comparing it to like this one now. So I'm sorry to anyone who ever bought my buttons like this and were like disappointed. I tried so hard to like fix it, but I didn't realize there was one type of magical paper out there that would actually work. Which, this is the paper that I got. So a lot of papers I bought would show something like this, like, oh, it was washed out and now vibrant, and it never turned out vibrant except for this one. So thank you, Printworks. You've saved my buttons. So I just got delivered my charm order of my Last of Us charms and my first batch of She-Ra charms. Let's open it up. Hopefully I don't spill this everywhere again. Better to tear it than cut it. Okay. Oh, there's 4 envelopes this time. First up is Dora, She-Ra on the back. Second is the new Ellie design from The Last of Us. They're cute little freckles. Third is the reprint of my Ellie where I added the freckles and changed her hairstyle a little bit. Last but not least, Catra. I just finished packaging them all. They're so cute. I'll be doing the photography for my Etsy and then putting them in my online store later today. God, I really love how they look when they're in their packaging. Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about these like little disc-bound notebooks that I got. I bought these a few months ago actually. I really love disc-bound systems because you can take the pages out and like just move them. I can just like take it out and like put it back somewhere else. I really like that aspect of it, so like when I'm writing ideas for my stories I can like move it to a different part of the notebook. They also sell like little dividers and stuff. So I started buying from this brand called Thalia. I'd never heard of it before and I saw it on Amazon and I was like, I wonder if they have their own site with more options, and I checked it out and they did. Because I used to buy these like Happy Planner ones, and while the designs on like the fronts look cooler and the pages are like more decorative, like this one has like this painted like greenish teal color. I have some that have like little stars and stuff on them, and while those are like really cute and stuff, they only sell designs for like a certain amount of time and then they stop selling them, and then it's like really hard to get them again. So I'm like, I want all the pages inside to match. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go basic. So that Thalia company has like a bunch of different colors, and they're actually pretty cheap. Like the covers themselves are like $1 and the rings are $3. I mean, I know that sounds kind of expensive for a notebook, so I think like a pad of paper like this that has 100 sheets, that's like $6 for like this size. They have different sizes, but I don't know, for like the convenience of being able to move all the pages around, like I really like that about it. So I got different colors based on like my different comics or like different things. Like this one's from my online store. So then they also have like different kinds of sheets that you can buy too. Like this one's like a to-do list. Anyway, it's not sponsored and I'm not trying to like promote them to like, oh, go buy these. It's like, I'm just trying to show like what I use, like what I like using. Thank you so much for watching this Mayblock, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just wanted to give a big shout out to my patrons over on Patreon. These vlogs are a reward for their support, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.